Hey, this is Xyroah and mauvu, and we're feedbacking your run. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us in your thread. Um, Again, you should have your standard settings set to third person when you on world join, so that you get more information about the seed when you load in. Is this is 1080p? Okay. We uh we haven't beaten F5 once, so I don't know anything about the seed, but
I just like a little bit of the pathing there. I think if we'd like fully clocked the sheet, like as we were getting to the rude portal, we should have gone to the tree to the right because the sheep were more to the right.
yeah, this one.
Yeah, like they've like pathed over closer to us, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But like, yeah, the sooner you can kill the animals, the less time they'll have to like wander away into like unpredictable locations for you to find. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nice
Yeah.
crafting. Um,
Yeah, I'll just say like if the sheep weren't there, this tree is the correct tree to go to. This has got
yeah,
better like secondary proximity.
I I don't. I mean, it's crafting. It's fine here, but there's like no need. I don't know. I don't. I don't usually do it because um
Yeah, like you either make shares with it and then share these sheep and then mine leaves, or you like because there's a very strong chance that you just get like a 3 iron chest in the bastion anyway. You don't need to make iron ingots at all,
and if you
and you
don't
just
get like a
lost
3
10 of
iron
them.
chest, then you're just gonna get like nuggets anyways, which means you're gonna have to
Yeah,
do it again later. So
we
yeah.
should check F3 here. Like we should
Don't
just
have.
check our elevation. Get
Yeah,
76. I don't know.
really
I guess
high. Yeah. Were you saying something?
I was just saying like I don't normally like consciously like actually look at my chords when I'm E-writing. It's like I mean, maybe they do, so they did like double F3. Yeah,
I see. Yeah, I think I see. I assume I
yeah,
see
this
like
crimson.
crimson
Yeah,
here, so I think you're just boating down.
yeah, yeah. Just because of how the terrain filter works, I think you just go down unless it's like unbreaking through. No, it's not.
Okay,
Well,
I'm reporting
that
into
works
red line.
too.
I'm reporting here.
Okay, it
Um,
still breaks.
I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I personally
And
would have
we've
just gone down, but we did X-ray the bastions like right here, so it's fine, I guess.
I mean, I guess the world was like genning pretty slowly, so I guess the spike isn't as far as it seemed, is it?
Yeah,
Like at the start of the run. So yeah, I guess you can tell it's pretty close. But, yeah, I still don't really like it.
yeah, because now you're just sticking into this. You can also, well, we have a wood pick, so it doesn't matter, but when you're in a 1 by 1, you can strafe, um, sideways to have more speed. But it doesn't matter here. Yeah, so you just have 4 iron, so
Like the
that should
plank's
work
not on
out.
the hotbar or the nether
Oh
rack.
yeah, you don't have planks. You don't have any blocks to use. That's gonna point out that we do see the fort here. You can just build up. You can break one block and build two up and get both the chests at once instead of taking 5 extra blocks. I would have just broken that chest. Um,
Yeah.
there's like no need to like fast loot from this. You can just break it and get all your stuff. My YouTube is being a bit weird. Apologize. Bro, okay. Sorry. Dude, what?
So
Yeah, it's just a bit laggy.
so there's a couple things like obviously having the guy right behind you is not ideal, right?
Mhm.
There's a couple backups you can do. You can either like block off behind you here with like 2 blocks, but the better backup is to like jump on, like the wall to the like front and right here. Yeah, you can like jump over to that and clutch on it, and then break the two like blocks to let other guys in from the left triple, and then
Okay.
you continue your route.
Break these 2 blocks, place a block, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
right, okay. You want to place your 2 blocks here because sometimes the picks will get stuck here and then they'll come down late, which is annoying to deal with. So just place them earlier. Still no like wood on your hotbar. I'm really curious. You should just like always have building blocks there.
I would have thought we would have like pick blocked the nether rack, finding it not warm.
Yeah,
I
this is like, what are we doing here? So you break that.
think we just like item on the way to.
Am I wrong in saying that you just go up here instead of like, I guess you can go up later, but I just go up here and get those 2 gold blocks if I did
I mean,
those.
yeah, the way or the way at least I avoid it consistently is the one on the like left. I break that first and then place a block. I replace it immediately
Hmm.
so that the stack of the gold blocks is never like in that block, right? So then you break the second one, it drops down, and then you can place the second block that you normally place, and then it gets pushed
Yeah,
um over again, and then you just like wait the full like I don't know. It's just like the wait the second to
yeah,
ensure that you don't elevator it on the last block. You know,
yeah,
it means that you pretty much never elevator it on the first two blocks.
yeah. It's just really just yeah, just I think just you can just like go slightly slower in terms of like placing your blocks and it doesn't elevate. But unlucky. Should we already have our fort. I guess you can be changing your pie back to mapless pie here. Um, you can just hold 0 and get back to root.
I guess yeah, you go up here. I I don't know if you try and get pearls for it's in the hole and the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
But that's just good awareness. Do you know about that?
we
I
should.
only know about that because of the lava housing.
Yeah, top down.
We should have taken the crossbow.
We already have one, but was it enchanted? I
Really?
didn't see. Yeah,
I, I fully like I saw them leave the crossbow and then I looked for them having a crossbow. I didn't see it. That's
yeah. It's
bad.
like here. We don't have any arrows. Oh, we do actually. Never mind. I'm just blind. This is a really quick seed. Oh, this is just bad. Um, before okay, let's just go back to this. So you open your chest. What do you have? Um, don't need this. Don't need this. What else? You can put this gravel. You don't need this. Yeah, this is just like a full stack, so you're gonna get more anyways. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Just like you don't even need to shift click all of this in the chest. Just throw it out before you go back to check your trades because now you're gonna be throwing out like one slot and then just like filtering through that like all of this random garbage you didn't need to deal with, and now you have to like do this where you're throwing out and like picking stuff up immediately. Just clear your inventory before you go back to check trades, specifically with stuff that you're not gonna get back from trades, but also like for example gravel and soul sand. You're most likely gonna get more than a stack of it anyways, so you can throw those out too.
Like
Um,
it's a good habit to like I mean for your bastion out here, like you usually replace flint and steel with fire charges, right?
yeah,
So the flint and steel slot is kind of like not used in the bastion route if you think about it, because you're going to throw it out later. So you can throw it out like mid bastion route and then just start pick blocking like these like the blackstone on the wall and then throw out your blackstone because you don't want that. And then you can like pick block blackstone bricks and then throw that out and like it's just easier to throw out the stuff like over blackstone like that in the bastion route instead of like looking for it. But yeah, the reason you want to throw out the blackstone in particular is that it's not going to be it's not like a fake inventory like well, that's not really a good way to describe it, but like it's not like throwing out leather, right? Because when you throw out leather mid bastion route, chances are you're just going to pick up another stack of leather when you check your traits at the end of the bastion route. So it doesn't actually really help you at all if you throw out your leather in the middle of the bastion route. But like throwing out your blackstone and stuff, it does actually help clear your inventory.
yeah. And keeping stuff that you're gonna get from trades is actually better because you're just gonna collect them all at once and then just throw out the entire stack. So yeah, you
Yeah,
want to
like
throw out stuff that you won't get from trades.
yeah, like actively having your like stack of leather like in your inventory and somewhere like out of the way is better than having no leather at all because it means that when you pick up the extra leather, it's going to a slot that is like not being used instead of it going to a potential like hotbar slot or something, right?
Yeah, you're just filtering the item.
Yeah,
The other thing that I think I'd have done is made one more wool and then crafted two beds here for a double blaze bed.
yeah. I
Um,
think I think had they not elevated the gold, they definitely should have done that. In here,
yeah.
maybe you can argue against it, but yeah, I still would have gone for Iron Axe in the bed at the very least.
Hmm.
But very little overlap time with
Yeah,
the
that's
item
fair.
elevating.
Yeah, we didn't have any. Yeah, yeah. It's just a bit unfortunate. Right, we're just gonna burl out here. I
Just like a
can.
heads up, like sort of thing with leaving the bastion up there is like assuming you break the like left triple blocks, you want to pillar up back through them because it's faster. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, I just can't see, but I don't like where this pearl is headed. I guess it's
Maybe it's
fine.
just the compression,
Yeah.
but yeah, it looked a little bit like blind.
Mm-hmm. Now you don't have so you're just gonna have to craft here. It's just always better to pre-craft. I mean, in this case, you didn't have any overlap time, but I'd still just do it in the bastion. Reason being is that all the time that you spend here, you're loading up the spawner, so you're essentially like all the crafting and then setting up all of that is like wasted time because your spawner is still loaded and it's just gonna spawn in.
Yeah, it's like gambling that you're going to get a slow second cycle,
Hmm.
which can like
Yeah,
easily lose you multiple blazes in a close seed.
Yeah, what I'm getting at is that the earlier you get your first or your blaze bed down, the more time you have for setting up your spawner for the second round of blazes, and the more built you have your spawner, then the more blazes you're gonna spawn. Sorry, my head actually blanked there. You don't need to build three out. You need to, so it's two out on back, one on either side. Personally, I like to build two out with um, your your nether brick. Reason being that it's like if you practice doing that, it's consistent. Whereas with different levels of soul speed, um, it's just slightly inconsistent. So you'd always see Loki doing the same thing where he bridges out with nether bricks and then builds it with soul sand. Just a minor thing that I think is
And,
cool.
and like activating source speed is also a little bit inconsistent. Like
Yeah,
unless you're going to like jump on it, which is pretty consistent, it can feel very weird to like activate it.
you can also just slip off of soul sand.
Yeah, yeah. If you like go at too much of an angle
Mhm.
because of the height change.
So yeah, just yeah. Crafting. I'd highly recommend learning search crafting. What? This is English, right? Yeah, just um RO will get you all your iron crafts, and that will include your bars and your chest plate, and then W or OW for your beds, W for your wool. But this is fine, I guess. I would also wait, did we just throw out, okay, we have flint and steel, right? You should throw out your flint and steel and keep your fire charges instead, because when you're trading you're gonna get more of the fire charges, and you should have it in your top left slot. The other thing that I was gonna say is that while you're fighting your blazes, you can just like type RE, and that gives you your powder and your ice craft. It's just like just that. So it's really like easy to overlap that while you're fighting blazes. What happened here? My YouTube is like tweaking. But yeah, you can just type RE while you're fighting blazes and just pre-craft your eyes so that when you blind you just have eyes. Because now you're gonna have to craft them.
Yeah. Yeah, something else I just noticed is we've got two sticks on our hotbar and the pearls aren't on the hotbar anymore. Like we took them
Yeah.
off after reaching the fortress, which is just it's really bad hotbar management. Like
Mm-hmm.
the sticks are just an unused slot. Like
What did we do there? Did we Why did we pick block from the slot that has the eyes instead of the one where you threw out the fire res? Like really curious. Don't do that. Just pick block on this slot instead, or just have it so that you have obsidian your eyes here and then your big block slot here. This like flint and steel in your hotbar the entire time is like an extreme like waste along with these sticks like Mauvu pointed out. Your flint and steel should just be in the top left slot because when you open your inventory and you have the book open, your crosshair spawns on that slot, so you can just like immediately click it and hotkey it into your hotbar. I didn't even notice that pearl actually. Hold on. Why did we? Oh, we broke our eye. That pearl's like fine. Interesting
That
terrain management. Um, yeah, I it looked fine. I don't. Let me just quickly go back and like the you don't have Ninja Brain bot on your. I'd highly suggest adding that just so we have an idea of where you're going. Um, but I didn't see any terrain up top, so this is fine, I guess.
I guess just like two things like just when we're moving with soul speed in a soul sand valley, just try to avoid changing or like changing elevation as much as possible because there was a couple of times where we're trying to stay on this same one line of X
Oh, I see.
box, but like we keep going up and down and
I
stuff.
see. Yeah.
And then here, you need to look at block chords when going to second waterfalls instead of the what's listed as XYZ because we are actually on X minus 21 and not minus 20.
I see.
I got on the line below XYZ on
Yeah.
the F3 and then
Um, pretty good preemptive actually. Immediately out. Got a clear spike. Yeah. Oh god. Oh my 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 god. Okay. That's pretty scary. Think you're just dead resetting. Yeah. Don't.
that's fine. Yeah, don't let him kill you.
No, I was gonna say don't pearl looking completely down
Yeah,
because if you have desync, all your items can uh just like fall everywhere. You should do it at like slight angle, like over here. Sorry, why is my YouTube tweaking? Okay, this is just like I hate that we're not in full FOV. You should just be in full FOV your entire run. Highly suggest getting used to it because you're limiting your field of vision by having it on 90. But anyways, tall cage, it's pretty easy. 95, yeah. Didn't go for crossbow first rotation. I'm guessing it's because it was clockwise. I was behind you, but yeah, that's fine. 3 plus 2, clean. Precautionary eat. You should wait till the dragon's down because
yeah. Or
sometimes you can
just
like
pearl not near, like just pearl
yeah,
down
like
towards the bottom of the
here
tower or something. Yeah,
because you can accidentally pearl into the dragon hitbox and that's an issue.
yeah. Like the dragon doesn't always take the same path to the fountain. It just takes what it thinks is the fastest way, and it can vary a lot.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just hit the dragon while it's midway through its death animation.
Um, right. Huge. Okay. Overworld was mostly fine. I don't remember having anything to say here.
No, I think it was pretty good.
Terrain management when you entered the Nether was questionable. Personally, I wouldn't have dug in there, especially since we did see possible terrain down, and you were at Y74, which means that was like plausible in terms of like openness. Uh, I forgot this entire thing.
Yeah, I think it was like not being able to back up the fact that we didn't get both triples of pigs. last time, and then the item elevator as well.
Yeah, this was like, yeah, your route was just a bit slow, and then we had the item elevator, like Malvo said, which was a bit bad. Didn't get to pre-craft. I would have still pre-crafted when I went up, or like just done it anyways.
Yeah, the bed is like a pretty necessary pre-craft in pretty much every seed.
And you can do like double bed the spawner to get a really clean spawner. It's really nice. Uh, Hotbar inventory management. I think that's just an issue the entire run really, and the hotbar management. Would suggest working on it, and if you want inspiration, uh, Loki's really good actually, and then it's basically any top runner really. Um,
Yeah, like yeah, just like any top runner, you'll see like the stuff they're using in each split. They won't all have like the same hotbar layout, but like they'll generally have the same stuff on their hotbar,
yeah.
and they'll generally have like most people have their diamond sword go into their axe slot and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like their pearls go over their bow slot, but just because like that's the like just like consensus like best thing to do, I guess, with like organizing your hotbar
Yeah,
throughout the run.
yeah, yeah. I'd recommend if you want to learn like proper search crafting, I'd recommend watching Dougal for English. Alternatively, you can like do other languages, but it's not that important. Fort was like fine, pre-crafted, measured. How was the? Oh yeah, train management through this was like really good actually. The thing Mava said about no like changing, like going like here. I think you go up, then
Yeah,
you go
like
down, then you go up again, then you go down again. It's like a minor thing, I guess.
yeah, it's like minor, but it's also like it's kind of like at least like a second and a half was lost there to like just jump in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
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 preemptive is fine. I just noticed that we're not doing full size preemptive. Uh, can I pause here? Okay, I just can't, I guess. Like this frame. There we go. Never mind. Just have your thin set to 300 by 1080 or 280 by 1080. There's like a really good Meebee video that I can link if you want that explains why having a full size tin and why it is like really important. I guess yeah. Um the rest of it is like fine. Is there anything
yeah.
else?
I guess just like you can't like when they like find the creeper, you can't like pell through like mob
Oh yeah,
hitboxes and
that was
stuff.
really funny. No, it's like right before. Yeah, this is just
Like
I would
yeah,
have
you're like trying to thread a needle, like, and you're dealing with like the pearl like flare RNG, like it doesn't go in the exact direction you're like facing your crosshair. It's like a RNG.
I would have
So,
placed a block, and I don't know.
yeah,
I normally just wait for the creeper to blow up, but you also have a flint and steel, which I don't think is good, but you do have it, which means you can just light it.
well, you can fire charge the guy as well. Like it does the same thing, but yeah, you just have the creeper blow up the zombie and walk off at the feet and then
Yeah,
run
you don't
past
need
any
to do that reset
silverfish.
then. Yeah, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us in your thread. Thanks.